Here with James, just done his first fitness test. With James, we're going to have a little discussion, a couple of minutes. He's been with us for 5 months now. And what fitness test is this one?
This will be the fourth.
The fourth fitness test. We'll just have a little discussion about his journey, what he's enjoyed, what hasn't enjoyed, what's worked well, what hasn't worked well, and the ins and outs. But I think what we should start off with is the fitness test. I think we should go through the fitness test. When you first done the fitness test, can you remember that far back?
Yes.
Go on, explain.
Well, it was...
Explain the difference from the first fitness test to this one.
So the first fitness test obviously was an unknown, hadn't done it before, and it was by, we've done exactly the same, 2 minutes of push-ups, sit-ups and the 2-mile run. But I think I did a small amount of push-ups and I only did crunches.
Yeah.
As opposed to today where I said, right, I'm going to do a crunch and then ended up doing a full sit-up.
So just to clarify, with the sit-ups, you got two different variations. You can do crunches or full sit-ups. And so when he first done it, you start off by doing crunches 5 months ago. And today he's planning to do crunches. But as he started doing it, I encouraged him to do sit-ups and he surprised himself and he's all the way up and then all the way down. Is that right?
That's correct, yeah.
And how did it make you feel?
Surprised, very surprised, and sort of, I think just that burst of, being surprised encouraged me to...
And that was today, wasn't it?
And that was about 5 minutes ago, yeah.
And you didn't even know you was going to be doing the sit-up, right?
No, so it's straight in for, I'm going to do the crunches, and ended up doing a full sit-up by mistake.
And because your plan when you come on here was to lose weight, wasn't it?
It was, yes.
Was that the main goal?
It was 50-50, to lose weight and to get fit.
Okay. And how has that happened? What's happened so far?
Yeah, both on track. So still losing weight, even though at the moment it's a steady decline, but it's, that's what I'm expecting. The first part was, a big chunk of weight fell off, but now it's trying to maintain and lose at a steady rate as opposed to...
And how much weight have you lost so far?
So it's, I weighed myself yesterday and it was bang on 20 kilos.
20 kilos.
Yeah.
But do we really worry about the weight as much now?
Not so much now, because when I weighed myself yesterday, I'll be honest, there's not a much difference from last month, but when I did the measuring, there was, I think, 3 centimetres off my stomach.
So your size at the moment is it shrinking?
Yes. So against last month's measurements, whilst I was only a tiny bit lighter, all my measurements have gone down.
So do you know your measurements from first starting to now?
No, not off the top of my head. They're all written down somewhere.
Is it how much of a difference?
Massively. As in, when I first used the tape measure, the measuring tape around my stomach, it was on the last number. Yeah. Whereas now it's probably 12 centimetres off.
So roughly 12 centimetres in total.
That's just the stomach. That's not including the hips, the chest, or anything else.
So the cool thing is, with the weight loss journey, everyone relies on, not everyone, a lot of people rely on the scales, but you're doing the wrong thing there because you're allowing numbers to dictate your happiness, and sometimes it could be the wrong measurements. Because you lost 20 kilograms quite quickly, didn't you?
Yeah.
And it's been a steady incline, well, pretty much stayed the same, but your inches are shrinking, which is the most important thing. And your fitness is going through the roof, is it not?
Yes.
Like to the point where when you first started running this run, did you run it the whole way around?
No, it was a majority of a walk with a shuffle, running in between.
With a walk shuffle, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And how much of it did you run and walk this time?
I ran 100% of it and walked none.
And how many times are you running now, weekly?
At least twice a week.
And was that on your radar when you first started?
No, because I thought myself, I'm not a running person, I'm not built for it, I'm not, there's too much of me to be a running person. Whereas when you actually learn the sort of, I know it sounds silly, but actually how to learn to run properly, anyone can do it. And then obviously it gets you fitter.
Are you enjoying it?
Definitely, yeah.
So what have you enjoyed so far about this journey?
Well, everything, sort of getting the confidence to actually, being able to lose the weight. Because if you do it by yourself, I appreciate a lot of people can do it. Yeah. But I've tried it before by myself, and because it's only myself judging myself, and not judging as such, but myself is on my own back, I tend to fall off and not carry on. Whereas now it's sort of, I know you're doing it for yourself, but you owe it to others as well. You're all on the same journey. Yeah, in the group, you're all on the same journey, and you feel that you should all encourage each other to carry on.
And is that helping?
Oh, definitely. Because I think there's people who've been out of the group, sort of said, they're going for a walk, they're going for a run. Yeah. Anybody want to join? You've all got that thing in common now. Yeah.
So, what is the thing that you're most proud of this journey?
Definitely the running.
The running?
Yeah. I mean, the weight loss, I am really
Change
proud
arms.
of
I get in real stick up. Go on.
the weight loss. I am really proud of too, but you know, go back to September, and I was pretty much, you know, sedent. I didn't do hardly any exercise. I was part of a gym, but it was more of a sort of drop in occasionally and do a bit here and there.
Own a gym membership.
And basically, I own a gym membership there. And it's expensive gym sessions.
Is your mind expanded?
Oh, definitely.
In what sense?
In what sense? So beforehand, I was a very lazy cook. You know, I can make beans on toast. Whereas now, I've gone around, researched lots of recipes, and I'm bulk cooking sort of at least once a week, making a healthy meal that I'll, you know, have for a couple of days sort of the week.
What about your mindset and like what you believe you can do and what you can't do?
Yeah, definitely. Because like beforehand, like I say, I'd only ever go to the gym. I wouldn't do any sort of extracurricular activity as such. Whereas now on a Friday night, I play football, which involves a lot of running around. Yeah, and it was something that I probably would have shied away from beforehand because I thought I wouldn't be able to do it. You know, there's.
And what have you signed up to?
I signed up to a 10k, which I'm doing in May.
And would you have done that before?
No. I wouldn't even dreamt of it. I couldn't walk 10k, I don't think.
So what's the big goal for the end of the year?
I want to do a marathon at some point.
And that wasn't even on the radar, was it?
No. I think it was a pipe dream, but it was never one that I was working towards.
And so the reason why I keep highlighting it is because people talk about when they want to come on a weight loss journey, which is great, but it's important to instill things that when you lose weight, you continue to keep the weight off. So the weight loss is great, but by having the ambition to want to run further and do other stuff, it will ensure that you won't go backwards. And you don't have to run. Everyone's different. You know, running's one avenue, 1,000 different ways you can exercise. But you're happy with the journey?
Yeah.
Would you recommend it to anyone else?
Oh, definitely.
Why?
Because it's something that I've actually stuck to, and if I can stick to it, I believe anyone can.
Good, James.
So, yeah.
See you in the next one.
Yeah, till tomorrow.